If you're looking at the Aquarius eclipse on February 17th and wondering how you can prepare for yourself, we are going to talk about the 11th house and some things to look at and note. First thing you want to do is you want to go and you want to look at that house ruler. Whether or not you have placements there, go find the house ruler. Now we're looking at the 11th house because that is Aquarius's house. And we're going to be looking at more of the indirect energies because Pluto is involved with this eclipse. Looking at the indirect energies is going to be very, very helpful. So we're going to the 11th house, find the sign ruler. That sign will also be indirectly activated in your chart for the upcoming Aquarius eclipse, February 17th. I don't know if I've said that yet, but February 17th. Noted. Okay. The energy of the house ruler for the 11th house in your chart, that energy is going to be like an underlying current within the eclipse energy. So if you're looking at that energy for you, maybe it's Aries, maybe it's Libra, okay, maybe it's Scorpio, what you got going on there, check it out. Sort of ask yourself, how do I relate to that sign? What does that mean for me? And if we're looking at the 11th house, it has to do with my social groups. It has to do with how I relate to society. So take a second and kind of look that over. After you look that over, know that there's going to be an eclipse that changes some things around that area of your life. Because Aquarius is predictive, there are probably already things that have started turning. So you can go back and look over the previous several months. What has been changing around that energy within my social groups, things like that. You'll probably see some patterns. It will help you to understand some navigation perspective about what will be coming through for you on a personal level. There's going to be another undercurrent layer that we're going to look at. If you look at that sign that rules your 11th house, look at that sign's ruler. For example, if Aries rules your 11th house, look at Mars. Go find where that is in your chart, the house it's in, what it's ruled by. Study up on that placement because the way that you relate to society and your friend groups is rooted in that place. Is rooted in that sign, that planet. So again, if it's Aries, you look at Mars, what house is it in? What is it ruled by? And how do you relate to that area of your life? What changes have you noticed that have already started? Have there been patterns? Can you predict some stuff that might be coming up? Okay, now we're going to get into, for people who have placements in the 11th house, go take a look. We're going to come back to those placements, okay? Those are going to be a little bit more directly impacted by the eclipse. We've looked at some of the undercurrent energy. Those planets and placements, if it's not planet, it's an object, are going to be of assistance to you while you are going through the eclipse. Let's say, for example, that you have Venus in the 11th house. Your Venus, your mirrors, your justice, your resources, everything and anything Venus related to you in your life, that is going to be a tool in your tool belt that you can now bring out and help yourself with the upcoming sort of probably chaotic energy that we're about to enter into. You also probably are going to notice some patterns of how you've been interacting with that specific placement throughout the previous several months. If you relate back to the changes we were talking about a second ago with the house ruler of the 11th house and then what rules that sign, relate how you've been using those placements in your 11th house to help you navigate those recent changes that you've just reflected on. Now, do you like the way that you're using those placements or not? Do you think you can make some changes? Anything you might be able to adapt to? What comes up when you think about it? Do you like it? Do you not? You want to change it? How could you advance with it a little bit? It depends on what you're looking at on a personal level, what your kind of goals are, what's moving in your world. But that's going to be the way to break it down. If you have multiple placements in the 11th house, make sure you look at the multiplicity of them, look at all of them. It will help. We'll go over some other navigation tips in other videos. For now, that's kind of a lot compact, right? Study that, come back, we'll talk about some other stuff. Gratitude, reverence, and love to you. Keep up the brew you need to do. I will too. And I'll talk to you soon. Take care of yourself out there. Also true.